Alright everyone, so given what happened with Kyrie, he fooled us all. We all thought he was going to the Lakers. He ends up opting into his contract with the Nets. And also given what happened with Russell Westbrook, he opted into his contract with the Lakers. And the Lakers, there was a report that, hey, they want to try it again this year with Russell Westbrook. They want to go all in with him and make it work this year. So look, with all of that, with everything that is transpired, everything that has happened, I want to sit down and talk about the Lakers, their future with LeBron, and why I think they're on thin ice right now with LeBron and with this team as a whole, and really with their championship window. Now look everyone, here's why I think the Lakers are on thin ice, and it has to do with Russell Westbrook. They want to retain him, they have retained him, and they want to make it work this year. To me, they are betting on something that didn't work last year with Russell Westbrook, when it's shaping up to look like LeBron only has so much time left with this franchise. He doesn't have a lot of time left, everyone, and they're betting on something that didn't work. I'm just confused at why they would go into battle with something that was a known liability last year. When not only are you fighting for your championship window life, but you're also fighting to keep LeBron. Because if all goes right this year with Russell Westbrook, all things are good. Possibly with LeBron. He probably stays. Anthony Davis also probably stays because LeBron stays. Everything goes right. Russell Westbrook possibly also stays. But if all goes wrong, then all is lost. Because then LeBron is gone. Not only is he comfortable with going back to the Cavs, but he hasn't signed his contract extension yet. He only has 1 year left on his deal. He's a free agent after this year. And if LeBron leaves, then why not Anthony Davis? Because if LeBron's not there, then what's the reason for Anthony Davis to be there? Then you also lose Russell Westbrook, who, look, wasn't the best for this team last year, but if he's your only option left when Anthony Davis and LeBron are gone and he leaves too, then you have nothing. So look, when I look at this thing for the Lakers and they're going into battle here with something that didn't work last year, they're on thin ice. They're betting on something that didn't work last year, and it's a do or die game for them right now. I'm not all in with the Lakers going all in on Russell Westbrook because I just think it's too risky. You're betting on something that didn't work when you're trying to keep LeBron James, everyone. Keeping Russell Westbrook is not a safe bet when you're on the verge of losing LeBron. That's just the bottom line. When LeBron is late in his career, when he's late in his tenure with this team, he only has 1 year left, the professional way to go about things is to go with what you know works. Simple as this. It's do or die for the Lakers. Now, what works for the Lakers, I think, is their blueprint that they won with in 2020 when they won the championship. Surround LeBron and AD with shooters and get some big men that are really good defenders, really good rebounders, and can really get some things done in the paint. Also, just so Anthony Davis doesn't have to play center, which he isn't really comfortable with. Like I said, go get some shooters, do all of that. Because that is what we know what works with this duo with LeBron and Anthony Davis. If you trade Russell Westbrook, then there's a large chance you can probably get those assets to be able to surround what you want around LeBron and Anthony Davis. It's just complicated of who would want Westbrook with his contract and what he did. But with the Lakers, even if you also have Westbrook, then you're going to have a lot of players on vet minimums too. And you really want a team that is deep like it was. It wasn't all that deep that 2020 year, but they had a good amount of role players that could do what they needed to around LeBron and AD. I just don't think they have that even with Westbrook on the team. So look, I think trading Westbrook and trading for shooters and adding some good size and big men is where the Lakers need to go and just get back to the blueprint you won with in your championship year. But the Lakers are on thin ice here. They're betting on something that didn't work when you're in the end game here. I think that is really, really risky, and I don't think it's the professional way to go about it. I like Russell Westbrook, one of my favorite players. I'm rooting for him to do well this year, and I think they have a chance to do well this year with Darvin, knowing that it's a new perspective in there, new way to go about things, a new voice in that locker room for the Lakers, and actually a guy Russell Westbrook might actually like because he didn't like Frank Vogel. But look, I think things could possibly work. But I think when you are where you are with LeBron James and his contract and also given that he's open to going back with the Cavs, I think it is very, very risky, and I don't think it's smart, or I don't think it's really a really smart idea to really run it back with Westbrook when you're in the end game with LeBron like you are. It's do or die. If everything goes right, large chance LeBron stays. If everything goes wrong, it's not looking too good. So look, the Lakers are on thin ice here, given what they put themselves in these circumstances, everyone. But tell me what you think about it down in the comment section below. To me, for the Lakers, they got to make the playoffs this year. They have to win 2 rounds. You got to get to the Western Conference Finals. They got to do something to make that happen. And if Russell Westbrook is the way, then good. But they are on thin ice, and it's a do or die game right now for them right now. And that is the bottom line, and that is what I wanted to get on here and say about the Lakers and LeBron, everyone. But tell me what you think about it down in the comment section below. Other than that, this has been Malik Hicks, a.k.a. The Ranker of the Ultimate Sports TV, signing off. Peace out, and I'll see you on the other side.